binomial theorem. We're gonna talk about two more things. All right. One thing I want to talk about is evaluation. Again, we're still talking about parentheses. There's a reason why we spend so much time on parentheses. It's very valuable. Okay. So for example, let's say it's if you have a x squared, oops, my bad, x squared y 2 minus minus y to the third over over negative y squared plus 4xy, something like this. Let's just say if x is equal to -2, y is equal to 3. I want you to evaluate this. What do I mean by evaluate? You pretty much substitute all the x and y into a particular number. But there's the thing. When you substitute, a lot of people don't put a parentheses. If you don't put a parenthesis, the answer is guaranteed wrong. It's guaranteed wrong. So, because you don't see the order operations.
Please release your students for lunch at this time.
You don't see the order operations. So it's really important that you see the order operations. So now I'm gonna plug in. So every time I plug in a value, I'm gonna put a parenthesis around it. And I'm gonna get that become a habit. Even though a lot of people don't want to put a parenthesis there, but there's a reason why. If you don't put a parenthesis, you're gonna lead to other mistakes. So my first step is to plug in a parenthesis. So every time I see the x, so instead of x, I'm gonna say -2 squared. Does that make sense? And y is gonna be 3 minus y to the third, so it's gonna be 3 to the third. All over -3 squared. I still put a parenthesis, but it's not a negative. It's a parenthesis. It's 3 is parenthesis. Plus 4 times -2 times 3. So this one is already half when on the bottle. Is you substitute, you put a parenthesis. And I don't know how much more emphasize I need to put that in because it's very, very important. So what will be just this part of evaluation is going to be? Aaron? So which is what? Which is what? Yeah, well, what's it? What will be the final number? 24. Okay, so if you don't have this parenthesis right here, right? If you, let's just say you don't have parenthesis, you would think those two will multiply together and it will become something else that's really bad. So I here it's gonna give you 2 squared. So 2 squared is gonna be 24. So that's gonna be 24. 2 squared is gonna be 4, and then 4 times 2 times 3 is 24. So that's equal to 24 minus 3 to the third is what? No. Andre? Did you say 9? Who says 9? No, that's okay. So it's 27. Is that okay? And what's the bottom? -3 square. Andre, what's a -3 parentheses square? -9. Good job. And then this is going to be -8 times 3, so it's going to be -24. Is that okay? And then that's going to give you -33 and -3, and that's equal to -1. That's actually positive 1 over 11. So answer is 1 over 11. So when you evaluate something, make sure you put a parenthesis. It is something I should have emphasized the first day. I didn't get a chance to, so I want to go back. And this question is on the test, so I don't want to say, okay, well. But we practice enough parentheses. We just need to know like where you plug in this parentheses. So let's just say x is equal to 3 and y is equal to -2 this time. And if this is true, do you know what is negative x squared and plus 2y to the third x all over 2y squared, actually -2y squared plus 6x y squared. Actually, 6y to the, yeah, square is fine. So I want you to simplify that. I don't need a parenthesis there. Let me get rid of those parentheses. So I don't need a parenthesis here. I don't need a parenthesis. Let me get rid of the parenthesis. Y equal to -2, x equal to 3, y equal to -2. And just evaluate. Everybody should get the same answer, by the way. How many of you guys have got an answer already? Just 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Slow and steady win a race. You don't have to be the first one to finish. You just have to be the first one to get a right answer. A lot of people don't understand that. They want to be the first one to finish. Got a wrong answer is useless. But you got a right answer is better. Negative. Okay. X is going to be 3 squared plus 2 times -2 to the third times 3. Like, even though I put a lot of parentheses, that's okay. It's better to have parentheses without parentheses, you're going to get a wrong answer. So far, is that okay? I didn't do anything crazy. I just place it in there. Now I just have to understand the parentheses exponent rules. Parentheses exponent rule here. So what happened on the top, I should get this happen first because the 3 is not -3 squared. So therefore, it's going to be -9. And sorry, this is -9. And this one, this parentheses is going to happen first, but I'm going to evaluate. What's -2 to the third power? -8 times 2. -16 times 3. -48. And this is -48. Is that okay? On the bottom, it's going to be this going to happen first, and that becomes 4. 4 times -2 is -8 plus 3. That's gonna be 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times 4. I don't know what 18 times 4 is. 72? Yeah, okay. So that's gonna be -64, I believe. And this is a -59, 57. Yes.
Wouldn't it be positive 64?
Yep. 64, thank you. So it'll be -57 over 64, is that right? Is that right, Lens? Okay. How many of you guys got a right answer? Okay. Rest of you guys, if you got a wrong answer, do you know where you got it wrong? Because I went over it with detail, like you can possibly get wrong. Okay. Another strategy that I want to talk about, which is not binomial theorem yet, is a strategy called splitting. Split. Splitting is actually a very important technique in the thing, but we actually learn about splitting at 4th grade. And what I mean by this is this. In 4th grade, we learned this, right? We learned this, right? But what happened is math, you can go this way and then you can go this way as well. So sometimes the question can be going the backwards. If it's backward, it's going to be split. So what I mean by that, if top has 2 terms, right, is the top has 2 terms. So 2 term. And the bottom has 1 term. So then I can split to 2 individual fractions. Why is that important? Because it's important because in calculus, we have to use this skill a lot. In pre-calculus, we don't have to use as much, but we do use it. Okay, in SAT, there's some question require you to use it. Okay, I'm going to show you this question today on one of your homework, and you're going to see it. You're going to be like, oh, okay, I can just do this. And it's so much better. Now, with that being said, so what will a question look like? So this is where I call it polynomial over monomial. So polynomial is more than 1 term. Monomial is 1 term. So you have more than 1 term over 1 term, you can split. So what I mean by that is this. 6x squared y minus 12x y squared plus 18x y to the -4. And all over 6x y, something like that. Okay, so I just wanted to says this question is gonna say, hey, can you simplify? You see how many terms on the top? How many terms? 3. How many terms on the bottom? 1. So I can split them. So I can make this look much easier if you don't believe me. X squared y over 6xy minus 12xy squared over 6xy plus 18xy to the -4 over 6xy. Like you split all apart. Because once you split apart, it becomes 3 exponent questions. Because on this side, it's 6 and 6 cancel out x. It's actually become x. Because y and y cancel out, x squared over x is x. Minus 2, the x cancel out again. Y squared and y1 cancel out, that's going to be 1 left. So it'll be 2y. See, it already looks much simpler than before. Plus 3, again, x cancel out over y to the 5th. And that was much easier to look at rather than this because the top one, the question was an eyesore. Does it make sense that this is divided out? Questions?
We do this bracket problem.
If you have polynomial on the top and a monomial on the bottom. Not every problem, just if you have the situation happen. I can give you one to try it. So that just says ax4y to the negative 4 minus 16xy. This is 2 plus 24x to the y to the negative 3 over 2x squared y to the negative 2. So I can simplify this. Most of you guys should be done. But I see the 3 terms on the top. Even top is 2 term, you can split them. So let's just say if I split them, you guys can still continue as work. I just work really slow. And I just kind of want to get a head start. I didn't do anything crazy. I just split up to all this term. And then you can simplify. This is just 4 x squared. Negative 4 minus negative 2 is y to the negative 2. Minus 8x. No, there's no x. X cancel out. Y to the 1 minus negative 2, so it's 3. Plus 12 x to the negative 1, y to the negative 1. So that will work for 4x squared over y squared minus 8y to the third plus 12 over xy. And that should be your final answer. You guys do okay? Yes.
Can you explain that you got 4x squared y negative squared?
This 8 and 4 cancel out. I got 4, right?
Yeah. Actually, I'm more confused about the y negative squared.
Y to the negative 4. So y to the negative 4 minus negative 2. Those two adding together. So and negative 2 is going to switch to the bottom. Is that okay? Andre, you go? You okay? I need you to ask me a question, not Jew. Jew doesn't know anything. He's a dumbass. He doesn't even know scientific notation. I just live stream that too. It's much better you ask me. I'm just kidding. Jew's actually smart. So if you have a question, you should ask me, not Jew. What? Y to the 3 because this is 1. And 1 y, 1 negative 2 is top minus bottom. So it'd be y to the 3. That makes sense? Because there was a y to the first power. even though it's not written here, but it's y to the first power. Okay, so I'm going to talk about today's stuff. What is binomial expansion? Binomial expansion is used to expand something like this to a multiple power. So for example, if I have 2x minus 3 to the 4th power, and if I were to expand it normally, it's actually take long time. Especially if you get to 5, then that's gonna be really long time. So remember, if this is greater than 3, then I will probably do binomial expansion. That's just me. And you're gonna say, well, what is binomial expansion? You're gonna build something called a Pascal triangle. A Pascal triangle looks like this. And once I show you, you probably remember. Pascal triangle is like this. Is that okay? Have you seen this before? It's called Pascal triangle. Who's your algebra teacher before? David show you. David will do Pascal triangle. Which teacher you had?
I took algebra 1
Did you take algebra 2? Where?
online.
Both?
Yes.
What the hell's wrong with you? Why are you taking it online?
Took the AP Precalculus stuff. It was the only way I could take geometry.
Which middle school are you from?
I lived in Miami.
Oh, that's fine. I don't blame you. Yeah, that's okay. I'm gonna teach you how to algebra anyway. It's fine. Okay, so this is called Pascal triangle. Pascal triangle is to help you to expand a binomial to a multiple power. Now, Pascal triangle has a lot of secret to it. I'm gonna post a video. You guys can watch a video, but I'm not gonna talk about the secret. The secret inside has a lot of theory in numbers. It has Sierpinski triangle, which is talk about factors, which is talk about combinatories, which is the probability if you have 5 kids and to have 1 boy and 4 girls, and what's the probability of that using Pascal triangle to calculate it. So anyway, so in this case, this one is a plus b to the n power. So anytime you have a plus b to the n power, then you use Pascal triangle. You can use Pascal triangle to expand them. So what am I saying is this. In this case, a is equal to what? 2x, right? And b is equal to what? -3, not +3, okay? So then you say, okay, well, all you're going to do is, since to the 4th power, all you're going to do is take this. And this is the 4th power, you're just going to use this. So I'm going to write down 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, like this. Just write down the Pascal number. And this is actually super easy. A lot of people think like it's very difficult, but if you pay attention, they follow a very specific pattern. The pattern is going to be a to the 4th power, a to the 3rd power, a to the 2nd power, a to the 1st, a to the 0. And second one is going to be b to the 0, b to the 1, b to the 2, b to the 3, and b to the 4. See, the b start at 0 go into 4. And a start from 4 go into a 0. And just write it like this, and all you gotta do is place in there. You're gonna put positive sign on all of them. However, some are gonna be negative because due to other reasons. So I'm gonna replace it. 1 to the 2x to the 4th. B to the 0 power is what? Anything to the b to the 0 power is 1. So you don't need to write anything down, right? Plus 4. A is gonna be 2x to the 3rd, and b is what? -3. Now pay attention, now you have a sign change. It's an alternate sign. If that's negative, it's gonna have an alternate sign. Does that make sense? I just plug in. I didn't do anything crazy. Now I just evaluate. How do I simplify the first term? 1 times 2x to the fourth. What is it? No, it's not ax. What is it? What is 2x to the fourth power? Let's ask Theo. Oh, not Theo. Alejandra, this one. 16. X to the 4 though. Because 2 to the 4 is 16. X to the 4 is 4. Plus. Well, 2 to the third is what? 8. 8 times 4 is what? 32. 32 times 3 is 96. But this one's negative, so I gotta erase this part. I will say that's negative. 96x to the third. Because of negative 3. Good question. Now, what is this one? So I'm going to go evaluate this one. Negative 3 to the second power is what? 9. And we know it's going to be x squared. And we know it's 9, but 9 times 4 times 6. 9 times 6 is 54. 54 times 4 is 216. Now I'm going to evaluate this. Can anybody help me? Negative 3 to the third power? Yes. And you had oh, so what is it? Negative 27 times 2 times 4 is what? Yeah, 216, but this time's negative. And the last one is going to be negative 5 to the 4th power is 625. So if you expand this 4 term, you're going to get this number. Do you remember the homework with the beginning of the class? I think we're going to try this way now. The homework question is 2x minus 5 to the 3rd power. Wait, the class is already over? That's all here? Oh. You should be able to finish 2x minus 5 to the 3rd power. Why do they release so early? I hate class doing that. If you did it right, you should get same answer as the homework. If you did it wrong, then that means you did it wrong. If you don't get same answer, homework question 2. Yes.
How do you choose what number from the triangle to solve?
Good. Good question. So since this is the third, right? You're gonna go to the 3. You're gonna go to
1, 3, 3, 1.
yeah. And you should get same answer as your homework. But try a new way. The reason 3 is almost not worth it to do it, but 4 or 5 or 6, yeah, it's much easier to use binomial expansions. So 3 is you can expand it normally, you can probably spend less time. But if it's something like 4, then 5 or 6, yeah, it's much better. But 3 can help you to see if you understand binomial expansion. And that's actually the first question on AP Pre-Calc. This is the first thing that is going to be on AP Pre-Calc. Did you get the same answer or no? What is A in this case?
2x.
What is B?
-5.
Okay, so we start with 1, 3, 3, 1, right? A is 2x to the third, 2x to the second, 2x to the first, and then 2x to the 0, which is 1, by the way. And then B is -5 to the what? 0, -5 to the 1, -5 to the 2, and -5 to the third. So anything to the 0 power is 1. Sorry, it's not 0, it's 1. So that's equal to ax cubed. Is that okay? This one times this one, but 2 square first, which is 4. 4 times 3 is what? 12. And minus 60x. And then the last one, 25 times 6, so it's going to be 150. And this one is going to be minus 125. And you see, that's the same answer as homework. Yeah, you sure. You also can watch a video. Subscribe, click like, comment, notifications, donate.
Well, we're not.
You should donate to me because I'm such a wonderful teacher.
I'm not gonna be here Friday or this Friday or next Friday because I'm going to. So I'm going to get a test.
I'm gonna try to put tests on Friday, but I probably cannot. But if I have a class, I should record it, so I just watch the recording.
Okay.
Oh.
I've never seen it in my life. I took algebra 2.
Yeah, I was wondering like what I should do at home to catch up. I don't mind right now.
Okay, it will depend how far you finish algebra 2.
I didn't get too far. I only got like 25% in. I only got like maybe the first 2 units.
What year are you?
Units. What?
What year are you?
I'm sophomore.
It wasn't hard, but like, it just took a lot of time. Yeah.
Yes.
I
Let me
would
answer.
never just even about how to do the
Yeah.
I don't know how to. I still don't know.
Yeah, you can go back to watch a video again, and tomorrow I'll answer your question. Is that okay? And if you don't know how to do it, just kind of try as best you can and watch a video.
Okay.
If it doesn't work, then and then we'll go over it again tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind you asking a question. So if you're 25%, I'll probably go back to algebra 2. Is because you're far away from finishing. Now, and the teacher at algebra 2, it should be decent. I mean, it's fine. Unless you understand the stuff here.
Okay.
Do you understand the stuff? What we're going on?
Not really, no.
No. Okay, then that's the time to go to algebra 2. Who's your guidance counselor?
Miss Roberts.
Okay, Robert. I'll email her. I'll just say so you only finished 25%. You should be in algebra 2 first and finish algebra 2, and then we'll see you next year.
Okay.
Cool. Nice to talk to you. You also email her too, okay?
Yeah.
Just say you're on 25% done. No. You're supposed to be 75%.
That's you. But it's like back to what it was.
No, she's in second grade.
Oh,
Ollie, right?
No, I was.
I told her, why didn't she switch to Ollie? I told her in front of her face too. I was like, why are you switching in my class?
Oh. York, you connected it.
I found him. Wait.
I'm not saying it.
I'm your tutor. He's right. Look, I think you do better than Derek.
Oh yeah, I going to. And I showed him.
He also got 93.
What? No, you didn't even pass him out. You just saw him. You started talking. Are you saying that?
No, I'm here. I don't know. I think it's definitely the back. Hey, if you don't, hey, Andrew, if you won't tell anybody what you got, you can't go around asking people. Is it below 50?
I'm not answering.
Okay, so you'll answer.
Okay, is it below?
No, I'm not answering it anymore.
Come on, give me one more. Is it below 21? Okay.
Carmen? Yeah, I'm about to pass out. Maya? Thanh Nhong? Jeremiah? Daniel? Christian? Elaine? Autumn? That's out of 60 points. Philippe? Ava? Kate? Kate's not here? Where you go? Bracken also? Anger person? Is that? I'll not do it. Zachary Martin? Yeah. Yara? Anybody? Ida? Ben? Gordon? Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Couple things. One, if you score less than 20, then 20%. 20 points. 20 out of 40 is that 20 out of 30 is that almost 30%, 30 some percent, 35%, 33%. Okay, so if you score less than 20, the serious consideration is, you know, are you, you know, I don't want to hurt your grade, but that might comes down to I will hurt your grade because the grade is going to go in like this, and there's nothing I can do unless you're showing up to getting better, doing the thing, doing kind of school tutoring. The tutoring is a big deal, like for me. I have a picture of it last year at this time, and my after school tutoring, there was like 100 people here. I don't know, anybody remember that last year? I don't know, Josiah, Anthony, remember that? Yeah, literally like 100 people. I smelled the sweat.
Yeah,
It was pretty disgusting. It's not even ping pong. It was just like people like using their brain power and like they're like, what? And that's how bad it is. But and they were here every day from Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and they take a test on Friday. After test, they come back to say, how did you do on the test? And blah blah blah. I don't see that enthusiasm. Like I don't see that effort of coming to get help. I do see in this class, I see some people here, not all the time. Okay. But some people don't need to be. I see Emily's here. I see Caitlin's here. Bracken is on Zoom. Ava is on Zoom. Um, but then the people that struggle, I don't see you. That's the thing. The people that struggle, I didn't see you. Where are you? So commitments. This class requires a lot of commitments. if you don't have a maturity, work ethic, or things like that, you should not be here because I was just gonna look at your decent F and it's gonna be like, oh, yeah, we're not gonna want you here. Onto my college. It's not because I want to give you a bad grade. It's because I'm just gonna call it as this, right? So if I were to ask, like, for example, if I were to ask Ganesh, says, show me the whole packet of summer packet. After a week, he probably still have nothing to show me. Still have nothing to show me. Did you actually do the packet? Did you actually honestly going back to do it each question? Every single question on the packet is on the review sheet. That's a question I'm going to ask you. Now, there are some people who are bad at math. And I don't blame you because I would be bad at math. I'm going to tell you, I failed this test too, honestly. And I didn't fail like 20%. I did fail with a 58%. So you get above 58, you're doing great. Even though like it's still not great percentage, but you're doing great because you did better than me. So I would say like, you know, Ben did better than me, Yara did better than me, Gia did better than me, Zachary did better than me. See like all those people, Miguel did better than me, Isla did better than me. Holy shit, Isla did better than me. Senyong did better than me. Okay, so it's Anthony did better than me. So all those people I name is all going to be a group leader. Yeah, I would talk about significant better, but like well, how many points? 20 points? Oh, okay. Okay, so whatever that is, right? But the thing is, my teacher come up to me and says this. I got 58%. My teacher told me, Donald, you don't belong in my class. She's the best teacher in the whole United States. Not only in the Florida, she's the best teacher in the United States. Her students, every single person had a 5. Every single one had a 5. And she will come up to me and be like, yeah, you don't belong here. I swear to God, I cried. I cried. I cried so hard. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to show I belong here. And I showed them. I showed her, I said, I belong there. Question. My math teacher come out assign question. You think I assign bad question? Everyday homework question. 1 to 73 odd. No, all, sorry. All. And it was like grinding 1.5 hour homework. Well, you guys gonna have to do the same. And if you don't have that commitment, then yeah, maybe that's not for you. Now, if you're not taking this class, will you be less successful? No, that's not true. My principal, Mr. Ott, he doesn't know anything about calculus. My supervisor, Ms. Sullivan, doesn't know about calculus. They don't need a calculus to be paid more than me. So if you want to change your route to do a different route, it's fine. It's okay because you probably end up being more successful. That's the bottom line truth. And I'll be the only math teacher for you that. You don't have to take calculus to be successful. Calculus is one of the course, but it's a very hard one. Very, very hard. So it's not like it's going to be easy. So maturity, work ethic, it has to be all there. Talent, not necessary. Not necessary is my biggest thing. I don't care about talent as much as I care about. Okay, so that's that. You should go over it. You should come back after school, going over all the questions. Now I'm gonna assign group leader. After the first test, I already know which person's group leader now. So now you can work as a group. So I want you to get your back out and no, get off your seat. So I'm gonna group in 3. So I want you to group all the chair by 3s. So now you guys gonna be group of 3. And also get up so I can assign.
just thought that it would be like. I mean, I can do it.
All right, I want you to group a table with 3. 2 facing each other, 1 facing forward. All the groups should be 2 face each other, 1 face forward. Alright, so actually this is very good class. There's a lot of group leader. There's a lot of people. If I told you assign you a group leader, you were pretty good. So I would totally you were pretty good. You did better than me. So I'm gonna assign the first group leader will be Shreya here. Second one, I'll just skip Anthony here. And third one, I'm gonna keep Miguel. I don't want to sign Ida either, even though she had high school sister. Because she falls asleep all the time. She falls asleep all the time. But it's and the Ida? Your eyes so small.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't be racist to my age.
They're like racist.
This side is gonna be Felipe is also too quiet. Felipe is so quiet. Can you talk more? Okay, Felipe. Let me see. Cushion barn of farm Zachary. Okay, barn here.
Yes, barn.
Over there. Zachary, can you see the back? Yeah. Okay, Zachary all the way in the back. Yara. Yara. Okay, Anthony, can you switch with Yara? Where? Okay, let me see. Okay, Ira. Okay, Daniel. You're with Tyler. You guys can speak already together. And segregation. Oh, I can put chase them. How about segregate? All the Koreans all in one side. Pretty messed up. Okay. So now let's call second one. Caitlin, do you like to work with Shreya? You can work with Shreya? Yes. Okay. So Maya can sit here. Next group was Flavia with Flavia. Okay, let me see which one is the Flavia can work with that's very good. Andrew.
I drafted over here.
You wanna drop?
I want to draft this. Oh,
Hey,
wait,
drop
draft
me.
the Sanders.
Drop me.
Sullivan,
Wow.
but I've been tutoring this guy.
Nah. What's that?
Hey, Mr. Ye, I've been tutoring this guy.
Which one you wanna drop?
I want to draft this one. That's why I'm Andrew Sullivan.
It's okay.
Oh, you don't feel in love with the Ginger Sullivan?
Okay, I'll take both Andrews, you know.
Alright, go with one.
It's like a triple A.
You go up there.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Yara is very good at helping
Hey.
people.
I'll get mine.
Oh, that
You
was.
wanna drop this guy? I know, I think I can do it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wanna work it out? Okay. Actually, this board's too strong.
Sorry, Brackman.
Too strong.
Sorry, Brackman.
Emily with Autumn with Christian. Christian, yeah. That's right. Gia with Gia put it. Drop Gia. Gia can hear. Yeah. Amber worked with Zachary. Ava with Christian. Garnish worked with Anthony. There's a whole bunch of people here. Okay, Josiah here. Andrew Solomon here, yeah.
I like the intro.
You get what? Daniel, okay. Everybody want that with this guy. We'll go Korean together.
Super Yeti. They're going on Wednesday. Is it just?
Okay, hold on. I want to make sure this room here. Okay, so now some of you guys also like so for example like Kirsch is very good. I didn't go ahead and group leader. There's some of you guys don't feel offended because I don't have enough group, but if I have one more group for you in there. But usually group leader will end up getting a 5 because especially those people helping. So each group should try to help your peer as much as you can. The group leader, your job. Yara cannot say I don't have patience. You need to have patience with other people. Now, but depends on what I'm talking to. Huh? Oh.
She's at second period.
How many minutes working with them?
Is that a group leader?
Oh. Not really, but he was supposed to help. That's a long story.
Go.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh yeah, go to the plus.
I was surprised. I was surprised. No, I didn't make any work. It was a bad. So, okay, let me see which group is good, which group is bad. I know this group is bad. Oh, Yara, right, bad group.
This is like the
All right. Now you can look at your homework. Look at your test. We can go over the things first. Felipe, you gotta talk more. Actually, that's a bad group. I need more speaking in that group. Felipe, look at the test scores like, oh god, what did you assign me? I think both of your score doesn't even add up to his score. It doesn't matter because all the homework question was based on the first 3 pages, so that's BS. What?
Let me test it again.